folks. Old Man Grognard here with part 4 of my building a scenario, a Savage Worlds 50 Fathom scenario. Okay, I got pretty much what story I want down. If you remember out of the book Eureka, I got a story about a sort of a Magnificent Seven type Save the Village type story, more like Three Amigos, but I changed that because, as I told you before, one of my favorite plot points is mistaken identity. And I ran with it. And I ran with it in a different direction. But I'm not letting the other story go to waste. As you can see, or maybe you can't see, I wrote kind of an outline on here about the story. Now the original one I got out of the book Eureka, I put in here, and I'm going to leave it in here as a B plot. What that means is, if the players don't go here, I got a nice disco effect there, I can use the B plot. In other words, the way 50 Fathoms is set up, they're going to an island which is basically run by an emperor, the whole island, but there are different little towns and stuff that it's supposed to be under his sway, but I can get away with the mistaken identity a little easier because the law is a little more lax and stuff like that. If they end up going to the big town, I can arrange it so the B plot can be used too, instead of. So I'm kind of like trying to cover my butt a little, because you know that no outline really, no plot ever lasts contact with the players. You never know which. I mean, they could go off in a different direction, then I'd have to improvise or maybe cobble something together with what I have. Now, the outline I put in here is what I call generic, because I put PCs get boat. I didn't say how. I gave a couple of suggestions how they would do it, how I think they would do it, but I left that open. They land in a port. I didn't say which port, because it could be any port along there. One of the PCs looks just like another character. I didn't say which one. Mainly this is because, okay, I plan it all around this one player character, and the player can't make the game. So that way I can shift it. And now I've got enough of a plot, I can actually start planning locations, things like, the town, caves, caverns, dungeons, anything I need, plus NPCs. We'll see what comes out of the NPCs. Now, the NPCs are not generic, but I can tailor them to the PCs somewhat. I can make a few connections. The PC that the other, the NPC is mistaken for, I could probably just say, well, looks just like him, except he has a tattoo somewhere that the PC doesn't, or he has a wooden leg and the PC doesn't, and blah 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 blah, that kind of thing. So, like I said, I can still tailor it to the players. You can only tailor to the players so much, because you don't know what they're going to do. But I've had enough sessions now that I understand kind of where they're coming from. As you know, certain plots don't work with certain groups. My group is more mercenary. They have a long-range plan of taking over this world. Whether that happens or not is up to me. So I've got to think about, appealing to their sense of like justice and fair play and loyalty. That only goes so far. It's always going to come down to, well, what are they paying us, or it always comes down to what can we get out of it. Yeah, I'm not too crazy about that motivation, but hey, it's a motivation, so I'll roll with it. Anyway, next time I'll try and show you, depending on whether I can get this thing to cooperate or not, how I'm planning out the NPCs and how I'm planning out the locations. And after that, it's just fine-tuned tweaking, and we'll cover that next time. So until I see you next time, bye-bye.